Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Today we're going to learn how to make magic ring or how to make a circle, how to start crocheting in a circular form. You can use any hook for practice. Okay, normal, if you do not know how to make a magic ring, you can actually make a knot. You can chain 5 or chain 4 up to the requirement of your pattern. Okay, for example, I chain 4 here, 1 2 3 4. I join it to the first one here. Let me make it longer so that you can see the hole in the middle. Okay, you join it here. The last one, the first one, you join it with a slip stitch. So once you join it with a slip stitch, here you have a circle, right? You have a circle here. So this is the time when you're going to work in this circle. So maybe you're going to make single crochet. You go through the circle here. It still depends on the pattern that you're doing. If your pattern requires you to use the stitch here, then you use the stitch here to do your single crochet or double crochet. If not, you can work inside here. Yarn over, pull through 2, then you have 1 single crochet. You put in here, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have your single crochet. Or some patterns require you to use the chain, the foundation chain. So you do not pull through the middle part, you pull through the foundation chain, yarn over, pull through all, and you have your single crochet. So now, in case we do not want to make a chain stitch and join it with a slip stitch to make a circle, we can actually make a magic ring. For beginners, you can use all your 4 fingers, make a cross, and from here, put your hook in here, pull this over, and make a knot. But this, if you use 4 fingers, you're gonna waste a lot of yarn. You're gonna have a long tail. If your pattern requires you to have a long tail, then you can do that. If not, you can actually just use 2 fingers, make a cross, hold it, use your hook, put through here, and pull over a yarn. So from inside here, you can make your single crochet or double crochet, whichever your pattern required. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna make single crochet to the number of stitches that the pattern required. Once you have that number, you can count the V's here. Once you have that number, the one on the hook does not count. You pull this and you will seal the hole. So once you pull this, you make very sure this is 1 2 3 4 5. I did 5 stitches. So when you start to do your single crochet or double crochet, you do not start here, you start here. You have to train your eye. You should not start here because this is still my single crochet here. You should start here, or else when you start to make your first single crochet, for a beginner, you can use a marker. So you mark it then you know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5, and when you start to work on it, you do not use here or here or here. You go to here. So this is your first stitch. So sometimes you are required to join it with the first stitch, join it with a slip stitch, or we straight away do a double crochet or your single crochet or whatever the pattern requires. So here, if the hole gets bigger, just pull this, and remember to put a marker to remind yourself which is the starting. So this is the starting. This is where you start your first stitch. So here you work on it, you look at the V. Sometimes the V's are a bit big, some small, because it's in a circle. So you might confuse that like this. Here, this V is taken. But because this V is so big, you might think that this is your second stitch. But this is not. Your second stitch is here. Can you see? Because it's in a circle, that's why the V shape is a bit big. So do not get confused unless you are required to do 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Then this is your first stitch. If not, go to the second stitch. This is your second stitch. And this is your third, fourth, and fifth. So always use a marker when you're going in circle. Let me show you again just in case. Now let's say we have done the magic ring. We did the magic ring. So now you want to make 5 single crochet in the magic ring. So you put your hook here and do a single crochet. So you did 1 single crochet. After you did 1 single crochet, there's a V there. Put a marker there if you're new with single crochet. I mean you're new with crochet. You put a marker there so that you know this is your first. Then you continue to do your second, third, fourth. So once you have your required number of stitches, you pull this to seal it. So once you seal it, I'm not sure if you can see it. You see, some people get confused that they're gonna start to do the next stitch here. This is not your next stitch. The first stitch is here. No matter how I pull this, you have not connected it here. So this is your first stitch. This is the second, third, and fourth. So this is the one. So if you're new, you better use a marker to let you know where. So this is still my single crochet. So please do not start here or here. You should start here. Start working here. And just now when I mentioned, another confusion is when you start here, because it's a circle, you kind of pull this long, you kind of make it longer already. So when you do a single crochet, you kind of pull it, so you see there's a gap here. And a lot of people confuse that this is my next stitch. This is still your first stitch. It's taken. See, this one has taken. So now your next one is here. So this is the part where you really have to train your eye. Can you see the V here? You will see another V here. So sometimes you might do one here. Unless if the pattern requires you to do 2 single crochet in one, then you can put it here again. But if not, this is taken. This you have to train your eye and see when it's taken. So now you have to go to the next stitch. and the next one is here, and the next one is here. Or before you start doing, you can actually count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 5, not this one. This is the 6. Okay, so this is how we do circle. This is how we do magic ring. Hope you like my video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to watch the other videos too.